Welcome back to my whiskey pick of the week. You know I'm Eric the Whiskey Guy, and as always, as usual, and as advertised, am I bringing you a treat this week? I'm excited. It's so much buzz around this bottle. It's ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, this week we're going to be trying for the very, very first time, because the bottle just came out last Thursday, the one and only Beyoncé's SirDavis. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the SirDavis rye whiskey. Oh, this is gonna be a good one for you. Like I said, I'm excited. I've been waiting on this bottle for probably about a good 3 weeks now, and the time has come. So I want to see if it's where all the Beyonce hate is coming from. Never in my life have I seen so many people hate on Beyonce over some whiskey. Never would imagine it, and I don't even know if it's even justifiable to even go after her like that over some whiskey. There's no way that is that much hate for Beyonce. Now that I get that out the way, let's talk about the SirDavis. Now, with this review, like all my reviews, you know, I try to do a little deep research on every bottle, every brand that I've tried, so I can get a clear understanding of the history, the background, the texture, the taste, why is this way, why is that way. And I did the same exact process this week. So for this review, I'm gonna just take the Beyonce part of the SirDavis out, because she really just teamed up, partnered. She wasn't in the distillery wearing a hairnet and gloves and tasting whiskey all day. So we're gonna put the Beyonce to the side, and we just gonna talk about the straight whiskey. Now, the SirDavis does have an elephant in the room. The elephant in the room would be the price, the cost. It comes in around $90. It's an 88 proof. So the big question mark is it worth the value? Now, if you've seen some of my videos from the past, one thing that I've noticed, that I've learned, and I emphasized, anytime you're dealing with a new company, especially a brand new company, a brand new bottle, these people are thinking outside the box. They're not sticking to your traditional American whiskey, your traditional Tennessee whiskey, or even your American straight bourbon. They are thinking outside the box. They are going against the grain, because they know this is a market for everyone. You just gotta find your lane. Now, the SirDavis already has had a lot of backlash for going exactly against the grain, and I'm gonna explain why. So in this video, it's really, does the value match the cost? That's basically what we dealing with. Now that we got that aside, now this brand is a Hennessy product. The parent company is actually LVMH, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. Now that right there alone, the title of the company sounds like they not selling anything under $90. So you got value with the company already. It's, by definition, it's a luxury brand. A luxury brand isn't gonna be for everyone. Therefore, it makes it a luxury brand. So we starting to get value with this bottle. Now, a rye whiskey is not bourbon, it's not American whiskey. Rye whiskey is a completely separate type of whiskey. Obviously, I done been over it before, but you know how you got different type of whiskey. So just to make it short and sweet, if whiskeys were was part of the citrus group, whiskey could be an orange, bourbon can be a tangerine, rye whiskey could be a grapefruit. Obviously, if you're team orange or team tangerine, you may not really like the team grapefruit. So that's how it all boils down to. Now, a rye whiskey isn't made to sip on. If you got a rye, you're not gonna be sitting around swirling a little glass like this all day, sipping on it. That's not what a rye is for. That's mostly gonna be for your bourbons and like Tennessee whiskey, but not a rye. A rye is made for cocktails. So you're looking at like a old fashioned or even a Sazerac rye. They came up with the very first whiskey cocktail for that reason. It's made to be a mixed drink, to be a cocktail. Now, if you were going to, since you gotta like add stuff like bitters, lime juice, lemon juice to make the cocktail, what type of audience are you gonna try to target? Because you gotta know your audience. Now, if you're making cocktail drinks, are you gonna target people that may be like at a rooftop piano bar that's gonna be ordering whiskey Manhattans all night? Or are you gonna go for the let me get a picture of Bud Light and a shot of Fireball crowd? So you kind of gotta know what angles you want to target when coming out with a whiskey. And that's exactly what the Hennessy group did. They know exactly who they want to target for this bottle. So I'm kind of excited to see if it at least has a taste, has a good taste to it. Because like I always say, I really haven't seen a whiskey that I didn't like. If anything, you can put an ice cube in it, or you can put a splash of ginger ale, or you can put Coca-Cola in it. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can drink it neat, but it's a lot of things you can do so the drink is tolerable. And that's what it all boils down to. So, with that being said, let's bring Beyoncé back into the mix. Now, a lot of the negative comments that I've seen online, because usually I try to wait till after I do like a review, then I kind of go back to see what other people say about it, just to see if they on the same page as me or if they disagree with something that I say. Now, this bottle they've been advertising pre-order for this bottle for about 2.5 weeks. So I want to know, if the bottle just came out on Thursday, how are people last Monday posting that it's trash? I do not get that. I don't understand it. It hasn't even came out yet, but they trying to say that it's trash. Or I would never put money into a millionaire's pocket, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm going to just run down a couple of the comments that I've seen, and all the excuses, all the reasons why you shouldn't buy this bottle. I can't use none of them. There's not one reason that I've heard that I can say, okay, that's a reason why I wouldn't buy this bottle. First reason I've seen a lot of people on there saying, well, it's not real bourbon. Of course it's not real bourbon. Captain Obvious, it's rye whiskey. But if you just see that in the comments, it's not real bourbon, it's not real bourbon, normal people gonna look and be like, okay, well, it's not even really whiskey. It is whiskey, but they just trying to throw in it's not bourbon, so you be like, oh, okay, something wrong with it. Another one that I've seen, I only drink clear liquor. Now, if you only drink clear liquor, why are you even have an opinion on whiskey? And to be honest with you, you gotta really look at yourself. If you are an adult saying, I only drink clear liquor, you sound like a kid saying, I only eat chicken McNuggets at McDonald's. That's what that sounds like to me. If you are over the age of 21 and you say you only drink clear liquor, I'm gonna assume that you still hang out at the skating ring on the weekends. Nobody over the age of 21 should say they only drink clear liquor. And last but not least, I can't afford anything with her name on it. I was like, are you kidding me? Now, if that was me, I would rephrase it, and I'll give you an example. I wouldn't mind driving a Lamborghini. You know what I just did? I just told you I can't afford anything that got Lamborghini name on. So what are you really talking about? I don't understand people. They can't afford that with her name on it. What kind of liquor are you drinking? You must drink a 6-pack of beer once every 3 months. But let's dive right into it. This just feels like a high quality drink. This bottle right here, boy, just having it in your presence, I feel like my credit score went up by 5 points. Now it was aged in a cherry cask, so it's gonna have more of a fragrance that you will find like in Japanese whiskey or even a Scotch. It's nowhere near your typical, your Jim Beams and your Jack Daniels, etc., etc. But I can still smell the gas in it. I like this. Beyonce knows her worth. If they say the price is the price, if they say it's $90, if you ain't got $90, too bad. This ain't for you. This is great, especially if you're gonna make like a mixed drink for it. Cause like I said earlier, you're not gonna be sitting around watching the football game. Go Birds! Why you drinking out of a glass like this? But you get your normal bourbon glass, throw your little splash of ginger ale, some bitters, a couple dashes of bitters, or like some lemon juice. Oh, this will be a great drink. Matter of fact, I made up probably at least, I want to say anywhere between 3 to 4 drinks just on TikTok alone. So go on there, get my ingredients. All of them will be good. This is a good, even it's a good sipping bourbon. Oh, whiskey. See, I even get caught up sometimes. It's not bad. Now, the price wise, I wouldn't say it could never be my everyday bourbon, because I'm not spending $90 every other week just to get a buzz. But it can be your go-to bourbon. It can even be your go-to whiskey, or even your favorite whiskey. Like, this should be kinda, even if you don't drink whiskey, just having this bottle, I would say this would be, I would call this, in my opinion, a collector's item. This is a collector's item, just to have around. If you start in the bar and you got this on it, it's gonna be probably one of the best looking bottles that you got on the bar. This will be a good thing to have. And it's like collecting baseball cards. Like, my favorite baseball card may be Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, but somebody else's favorite card may be Willie Mays. So it's all how you look at it. it's definitely one that I'll pull out. Like my brother came over on his birthday. Oh, let me bring out the SirDavis. New Year's, I want to sip on something. This is what I'll bring out. This is a special occasion type bottle, in my opinion. And it's definitely got to go on the shelf up here, because you got to support, especially another 80s baby. Beyonce, I think she's like a year younger than me. Got to support an 80s baby. So I definitely like this. And again, don't listen to all the criticism or even the hype, because the hype is what that's gonna do. Is the hype is just creating a fear of loss. My wife like to call it FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, I got on the first day, but it was no FOMO. So don't listen to that. If you want to get the bottle, get the bottle. If you want to wait. But as far as a sipping whiskey, and for it to be a rye, I'm going to give it a clean 9. 8.5, leaning toward a 9. And the reason I say that is because the last time I did a rye, I did the Sazerac rye. And the Sazerac rye, I believe that was like a $50 bottle. Well, it was really like a $90 bottle because I got the big one. I got the 1.75. That one, just sipping on it, that one was like a 6, 5.5, leaning toward a 6. But the rye's not made to do shots or even to just make a neat drink. It's for cocktails. That's why they got the Sazerac cocktail. So after that, then I started doing the cocktails. I'm like, oh, okay, now this is probably one of the best old fashions that I had, etc., etc. So with this one, as far as making like a mixed drink, I already know it's gonna be probably the best ones, but you're also paying for that too at $89. So in my opinion, the value does meet up to the price, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. So if you see the Beyoncé SirDavis, if you can, grab it. Hey, this is Eric the Whiskey Guy, man. We're gonna do it all again next week.